Hello, hello, most esteemed viewers. My name is Jekyllstein Gray, and today we are looking at Disco Elysium, the final cut. If it ever finishes loading. Yep, there we go. Why is the taskbar still there? There we go. All right. So this is actually the first game I ever played for the this is the first game I ever played for a tutorial. So if I had my channel when I played this, it would have been a Homework Communism series. So this is a weird one because I've got 29 hours on this game and I really like it, but I haven't ever finished it. But I'm going to be starting a new game, so it's going to be interesting, and it's also the final cut. Also, I just want to show you the options I got. I turned all the graphic settings low because of recording stuff. Hopefully it'll be fine. If you're watching this publicly, it's I deemed it to be fine. Also, thank you for doing the streamer mode. I don't want to have to worry about copyright stuff. Okay, so new game. We are going to create our own character. As always, it's going to be kind of my as always, it's gonna be my character, like how I see myself. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about good. Not very. I'm definitely not very agile. Don't have good dexterity. I'm 6'3". I'm pretty strong. Working on emotional stuff. I actually wish that they would let you increase stats like these, and it feels like it's too set, and so that's something I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I'm pretty smart though. So. Signature skill. Okay. Oh man. It's been a while since I played this. Let's see. Conceptualization. Definitely not. I'm not good at lies. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. This game is kind of like what, this game is kind of like, actually, I'm gonna say encyclopedia is my signature. This game is kind of like what, Planescape Torment was supposed to be. In my mind, like Planescape Torment was a Planescape Torment was this I've talked about this before in my Planescape Torment series, which I know I gotta keep playing. But Planescape Torment was a brilliant, deconstruction and defiance of fantasy RPG tropes that also found itself beholden to those same tropes because of the engine it was in. This, you don't need to do that. Yeah, so, I don't know, this is, sometimes I play games and I feel like I don't have anything to talk about. In this game, I feel like I've got, too many things to talk about. So, yeah. Ancient reptilian brain. So apparently one of the additions in the final cut is just all voice acting. It's interesting because your character actually has a set name. You can change a lot about your character. You can't change their name. Simply keep on non-existing. I love how Australian the ancient reptilian brain is. That's totally. What was that about the X something?
Lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful.
I'm honestly like the amount. I'm actually curious the amount of lines in this game. It's pretty much all writing. Again, it's like Planescape Torment. If Planescape Torment could just like not do combat. Actually, I think Torment's of Tides Numenera. Well, not necessarily a better game. I actually haven't played very much of it, but it mechanically it's better than Planescape Torment. Of course, you don't play Planescape Torment for the mechanics.
It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible.
Apparently, so I actually I just want to say something real quick. The first time I played this, I died like like really early in the game.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there.
Yeah, so
Why'd you think
oh man, so I'm only gonna play this for about an hour because I'm in between classes right now.
not sense yourself,
If you like this, if you want me to do more of this, let me know. I've started way too many games, including CRPGs. I keep starting CRPG series and then not doing much with them.
Apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. An evil
Some of this is, I think, foreshadowing, but
So juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. Infinitesimally small.
okay. I like how I can.
Can't even make out it's a ball.
I like how I can choose
Laugh. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face.
That sounds like something I would like to do. Let's go.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I drank. Not really a spoiler, but if you want to be completely blind, just while you're watching this, you drank so much you got amnesia, which I actually feel like is, if they're gonna do an amnesia thing like Planescape Torment, that's a pretty good way of introducing it. The motor carriage. So yeah. Slightly less chaotic than the room I'm staying in right now. Although probably doesn't. My room doesn't reek of alcohol like this room probably does. Oh boy. Wow. Of course it is.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny.
So yeah, so this is actually where I died. It's possible. I think you have to have I think there's a lot of specific circumstances. But I straight up basically the first time I played this game, I reached up to grab the tie, burned myself.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reset.
I burned myself in the light bulb, had a heart attack, and died immediately.
Terrible mistake. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
Okay, so turn on the light and it blinds us. It burns us.
The lights are off.
Okay. Let's see if we make it. Yes! Alright.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie.
Oh, this is one of those games where it's gets my anxiety going about how I'm so, this is one of those, how I'm never gonna make something this good. Classic, you know, using the tab to... I love the little animation, like holding your head. Disco ass blazer. Let's see. Wine, beer, and sweet, sweet liquors.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine...
Oh yes, so masculine.
Set off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror.
Oh yeah, so there's like kind of a real-time day-night cycle thing. Although I think it's only when you're talking, or
suddenly, you realize you have no memory. Waits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really?
I do love how it's also not it's just like I don't remember, you know, and it's kind of a more understated thing than it usually is in media. It's not like I don't remember who I am.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold.
Ah.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face.
I do love how it's like slowly zooming out. I knew this was there, and I was still like, "Jeez."
Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God.
Oh no.
It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that.
It turns out my face really did stick like that.
What is the emotion you're trying? You are correct.
Hey, I got experience for that somehow. Okay, so I succeeded.
The third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed.
So I also like how it's like, it's not like I've got complete amnesia. It's more like everything is just gone, but like there's like it's like everything's submerged in alcohol. All my memories are trapped under a lake of alcohol in my brain, and then every time something pops up. Oh yeah, by the way, there's like fucked up stuff in this game, so just FYI. Every time, sometimes something will pop up from there.
Disco happened for Revachol, your city. That meant
this is interesting. I'm sure this is like setting up stuff for the end of the game, but
you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air. What did
let's see.
In Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared.
I can't remember how much voice acting this had normally.
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you.
Oh boy.
Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. The click is used to spur.
And also, not really a spoiler, but just a little hint of the story. One thing that I love one very specific thing about Planescape Torment that I loved that this game does too is like you're constantly dealing with the repercussions of your previous self. You're constantly dealing with what happened, and why you ended up that way. So like I'm trying to phrase this right. I end in what was I gonna say?
You have some understanding of the near history.
I'm like just remembering how much I love this game. I don't know how I forgot. Yes, you're constantly dealing with repercussions of events that you can't remember. So it's not just like, you know, like Fire Emblem Awakening, for example, uses amnesia as a just like, oh, that's convenient, like a convenient. It's like, oh, that's a convenient way of you know, hiding some plot stuff later on. It's not like a constant thing. I'm gonna try it since the white check, so I can retry it. Yep. That was better than I thought I would get. Okay. So, thought cabinet, baby. You know what? We're gonna internalize this sucker. I do like the thought cabinet idea. I still don't like. I don't know how to describe it really for those who haven't played it, but yeah. All right, got a shirt. There's a door. Is this door locked? I think it is. Also, I have never heard of the studio that made this, ZA/UM. I'm like curious as if they've even made any games before.
You hear a jingle.
Hey, my perception. Not good. I at least can hear keys in my pocket, even though my perception is terrible.
On the aluminium key ring.
Aluminium.
There's a single key on the ring. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban.
Cool. It's like someone tore out the table the song was playing. Take the green shoe, left foot. Oh man. There's so much of this I'm like, yes, I can't wait to get to that and talk about that. Again, why did I stop playing this game? This is one of those games. I can't wait to replay it and I never replay it.
To her lip, a silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle.
Let's see.
On the city.
So I just want to make it clear. I think I probably mentioned this before. I haven't beaten this game.
No.
She's gonna be important later too. But I've played a lot of this game.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting off for this time. You've been here for 3 days on official police business.
Official police
I can
business.
say, in truth, so far.
Oh my
mostly
god.
Drinking.
I'm not even gonna try that.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. Could almost anyone be a police officer?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
The drink.
I mean, they're right, but it's easier said than done.
Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Gee, I wonder why.
She looks back at you.
Goodbye.
She's kind of like Dayanara. She's kind of kind of like that. Why do I keep pressing shift to see interactive stuff and not tab? Something on the table. Money! We want a gift. Oh, I love... I don't know. There's just so many little mechanics in this game that I love. Come on. Why are you all frozen up, game? It's gonna give me not responding. Oh nope, there we go.
There they both are.
Secret task completed. Find your other shoe.
Both copious.
I do love the secret task thing. I don't know. There's so much of like. I don't know. There's so much of this that I feel like I should analyze, but not. And again, I mean, it's kind of weird because a lot of this is just like setting stuff up.
It's pretty
Good.
They're balanced.
I think the weather in this game is dynamic. Done. Yeah. Okay. Also, just to be clear, one interesting thing, this isn't Earth. And there's some kind of magical realism stuff going on. One of which is kind of existentially terrifying, but we'll get to that probably much later. Okay.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living Who knows what you are? A monster. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a hole.
Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll make it priority 1, or well, think about it.
Thinking about, and when you're done, plus smoking then gives mass.
Yeah, also downsides. A lot of the effects of the items in this game actually make sense, like logical sense. I don't know. I love the art style too. It's like this kind of. It kind of actually, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of 11/11 Memories Retold, a game that I haven't played since November 11th. And oh boy, there's gonna be so many times where I just say, "Poor Kim, man." I want spoiler warning to do a series on this. This guy kind of is this guy's totally Reginald Cuthbert. Oh my god, he's got the mutton chops. Jekyllstein Gray is Reginald Cuthbert. This is like if Reginald Cuthbert. Watch spoiler warning if you don't know what I am. If you don't know what I'm referring to. This is like if Reginald Cuthbert got the Machine Games BJ Blazkowicz treatment. Oh man.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed.
My skull's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
So, utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express
Yes,
yourself.
I must sing karaoke.
On the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. Serves them right.
Yeah, screw happy songs.
Face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now?
Now you're all miserable like me.
Tragic to sing first, though.
I do love them being like voices in your head, you know, that kind of manifestation. I don't know. There's just so much about this game I love.
A man. That was
Oh man, Gart is
Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Gart is also a kind of long-suffering character.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the ball, solve the murder, and not trash my local room? You're right, you didn't.
Oh
There's
my
only
god.
3 days not to.
Wow, I have been. This is
Seen you around.
this is Reginald Cuthbert the video game. Oh my god.
Competent work of taxidermy. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. This is the great scroll.
Oh my god.
This bird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would know if I was in this universe.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3.
Oh no.
Hence the bar here, not me. She just, you know.
Who's Sylvie? I can't remember.
Left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
So now you recall.
Man. Water cooler. Only the word Monday. Wait, hold on. How do I know that? That feels like some dubious pseudoscience. So it's reserved for personnel until 1300 hours, and then it's not? Oh boy, there's a lot here.
You shouldn't keep your...
I actually, one thing I should mention too, so for my tutorial, I like reverse engineered some of the, you know, dialogue trees in this game. They are very extensive. And also, I designed a character in quest, you know, for addition to this game.
And as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim's got... Kim puts up with a lot. I think I mentioned that before. No, I definitely
He's
did.
waiting for your name.
Screw it, let's do it.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed with a stench of liquor rising from
A forest fire caused by ignited liquor.
still many to go.
Let's see. It is not yet time. I need to work on disregarding information that I process.
We had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
Oh.
The manager.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been...
I have been busy submerging my memories in a sea of alcohol.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well.
Yes, the scene that I remember. Sometimes this game makes you feel like Obi-Wan and I just did a video on Heaven's Vault, and I must have got distracted. I didn't talk about it. There's a scene from Attack of the Clones where Obi-Wan goes to Kamino and is like, yes, I know exactly all about these hundreds of these millions of clone soldiers that you should also tell me about right now. I'm aware that I'm a policeman.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons we're interested.
Oh, Kim.
Okay, we'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah. No.
This is the first time you detect a weariness.
It is obvious.
It is obvious.
He would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Ugh.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before.
And I am still drunk now.
But I have seen officers.
Worse. Really?
If you need something,
Worse.
there is a general store nearby. But as I said,
You've seen worse than someone who drank themselves into amnesia.
A painkiller would be good about now.
No.
This thing is pulsating.
No.
The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So
we all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid.
I don't believe
What we
in
make
police
is a dead
officers.
body in the tree. Someone had.
and then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to.
That's illogical. That's literally a slippery slope fallacy. My logic persona needs to be more logical.
To meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market.
Yeah.
And forged it. But
All
for
those
now,
seem infinitely more likely than this Reginald Cuftbert looking motherfucker actually being the police officer.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Oh, you mean the Rat Squad?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear halogen water.
Yeah, and the French flag is just a bunch of multicolored squares. I mean, that's true, but people assign symbolic meaning to those.
It's none of. You mean you don't have a badge?
I have my badge, I am a policeman.
Losing your identity.
And they found my badge.
Serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave.
I also don't have my gun,
Talk to the
which
manager.
we'll get to later.
Let me go out back and take the body down. After you, officer.
Okie dokie. We are going to do this. First, we're going to talk to you, though.
Hello.
The lieutenant nods.
Why?
This is actually the conversation I reverse engineered.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that
That
silly
stupid
on your
dimple
chin.
has only brought me suffering.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime.
Well, I don't want to see what happens when I go past my prime.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our
Does she even
friends
have any
just down
like
the street.
voiced
I
lines
come here for tea when you're away.
in the original?
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair.
I'm a
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Yes, officer. You look rather dead.
Drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags
In
cafeteria
hell.
itself?
We're all in hell.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. The new disco dancing.
Disco
Seems
dancing
like a lifetime
in the
ago.
30s. Again, this isn't Earth.
Much has changed.
I'm actually not sure what the calendar is like.
Beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Speaking of history, you know what?
It's here in 973.
Yes?
Um,
Right, dear. How splendid. Here,
okay.
knowledge should always
Thank
be-
you, I
Her
guess.
relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you then.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under?
The freest market. Oh, interesting. I did this. I thought I wanted it to be the most poorly branded phrase in all. Jesus, Carl, you really had to have you really got to come up with something else. Because it doesn't mean what people. It doesn't mean Stalinism, but people think it means anyway. Some kind of democracy, maybe. Let's see.
Actually, we are not.
I wish there was an anarchist route. There might be.
Another nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Anyway. So you can basically just be the type of person H Bomber guy would make fun of.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not.
I'm the last communist in all of Revachol.
Other people who wanted those. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the
So they actually don't give you any option.
Certainly no dictatorship
so-
of the proletariat.
They don't give. I love the way she said the dictatorship of the proletariat. So I also find it interesting because cop regime, like when I was thinking it, I was like, we're living under a cop regime. You know, like that's a bad thing. But you could also see it as like, we are living under a cop regime. You know, like I am the one in power. Anyway.
But they still have cops.
And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
I mean, she literally believes in. I mean, this is a pretty good explanation, but she's literally a cryptozoologist. Like she literally believes in that Bigfoot type stuff.
She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does,
A sigh.
but maybe a fresh set of eyes at a defeat. I'm afraid.
Aww.
The people of this archipelago tried to build something new.
The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. Yeah, that happened. I mean, heck, that happened in during the Russian Revolution. There was a little, a bunch of people were trying to build a free anarchist society, and the Soviets were like, no.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it.
I mean, social systems do tend to interlap.
Someone more educated in sweeping.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either.
Oh, that's fair. He puts up with so much. He should put his foot down about
Then
something.
I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people educated? Oh, I don't know whether you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Forgot I had you.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in my...
Are you sure about that, Kim?
gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be.
I kind of wish I could zoom in and out while we were talking, but nah.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place you see. I'd slow you down, perhaps another time. Of course, dear.
She's a bit crazy at times, but I also like her. Can I equip that? I love that the first two quests you get are basically, find your other shoe, smoke cigarettes, and sing karaoke. Anywho. Okay. I'm actually not entirely sure I'm still not entirely sure how the time system in this game works. The loading screens in this game are also still weird.
All around you, the spring thaw must looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Damn.
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer.
I'm still curious about disco. I'm sure it'll come into play towards the end. Also Elysium. If you don't know, that's the Greek, that's like the Greek mythology place where the good people go, basically. Greek heaven, to oversimplify it.
A flight of stairs leading.
Let's see.
Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Motorboats and gently swaying reeds. Swaying reeds.
On an inlet beyond the Bay of Reginald, ghosts rise into the sky. The skyscrapers of La Delta.
The Delta, the financial district. Interesting.
Golden light seeps from the office windows. Urban coastline.
What is down the shore?
Covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from unfinished construction.
Why did I stop playing this game?
Development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City.
Oh, the church. We'll get to the church.
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back.
Let's
You shudder
see.
like an animal trying to... Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick.
I don't know if
The
I've
Greater
ever
River
been
Shop,
there.
La Ducienne, King Dries passenger harbor, Couron, the lower middle class.
Interesting.
Distributary after distributary cuts a silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never
A literal class iron curtain.
east of the river. Tower blocks crowd one another, 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone wall. Hallways collapsed
Damn.
from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play the morning news. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed.
Okay.
Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheek. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles.
Interesting.
Inside, drivers watch water.
So it's a very rainy. This is kind of like Britain / Russia / well, France. Actually, France is probably the best parallel.
The road ascends.
At first, I was like, "That's a weird place to have a revolution." It's a weird thing to base a revolutionary area on. Then I was like, "Oh yeah, France." Oh man.
Revachol is the capital of the world.
I love that Lindsay Ellis joke where she's like, and then the July Revolution happened because it's France.
It's home. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches.
Well, I mean, there's still, look at that, there's still rubble.
It's the only home you have now, but you can't go back. Not like this. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your
Interesting.
eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover.
Huh.
Way up there.
Aerostatics.
Rotors
So are these like drones, like flying overhead?
clears.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east.
Never! Raincoats are for the weak. Oh man. Oh yeah, you can double click to run. Oh yeah. I strangely enough to actually do legitimately, unironically love like recycling in this game. You know, picking up bottles and then, you know, selling them for a bit of cash. Oh, this kid. Oh boy.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in
On the inside and on the outside.
grim.
Part of me wants to know what he say, what to say, and like part of me is trying to decide the best way to approach it, and part of me is like, nah, this kid's gonna say some awful shit regardless of what I say. So
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that drugs.
the kid's on drugs. Juicy, what now?
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
She's okay. Well, I actually don't want to spoil that. There's some. This is setting up something subtly that I didn't really see coming.
The language these kids are using.
Pure unfettered id.
There will be no reason.
The fuck is...
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
No. What? That makes no sense. Anyway.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around.
Yeah, you
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means. The suspicious.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that... You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking...
Night City.
Night City.
Did we know the name of the city in Cyberpunk 2077 when this came out?
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like
or in a Cyberpunk game.
science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been. You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno City.
name.
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's.
Jesus Christ, kid.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch.
Sure you don't.
Get lost.
I like the little radio static thing. It's not just beep. I don't know. It feels more. It gets me into the mood of the setting more.
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno's.
It's always Kuno, never I.
Interesting.
Clearly the kid Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno.
He looks offended that I implied he was smart.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you.
He's actually,
Hands on you.
I don't know. I wouldn't call him smart, but he's also not dumb. He's also not like, yeah, shut up.
He's got the Kuno help. Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the
Dude,
shit
you're like half my size.
Bye! Got fucked by the Kuno.
My morale got damaged. Oh no. Yeah, these kids are awful.
The corpse looks at you. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears.
He's about to blow.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Wait, why did Herbline play before him? I don't know. That's good to know. Okie dokie. Reginald.
This trash container. The body is downwind from here.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager.
He might also have information.
Okay. Talk to the. Let's ask. There's actually something really important in the trash can. Yeah. So. This is a game that I honestly like to play in shorter chunks. You know, as weird as that may sound, considering how when I last played this, I don't think I was an anarchist. I didn't agree with their sentiments as much. But the I don't. What was I gonna say? I normally, you know, the more like at a certain point, I feel overly
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic
God.
bag with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress.
interesting.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct
The
51.
Harbinger of Ruin.
District investigation. So joining me from Precinct 41.
Are you kidding me?
Currently in between names.
It's you. It's obvious. You.
See, everyone agrees it's your color scheme.
What? But he's the one wearing orange. But Kim's the one wearing
Is
orange.
this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week.
Sir, I understand your concern.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us
I'm not gonna listen to all the voice lines.
But it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She
Oh,
I'm only
yeah.
Matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here.
Interesting.
But you still
One of the many 3 cafeterias I manage.
directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here.
Used to work
Don't
here,
start
eh?
Here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt.
Yeah, what reasons have I given him to doubt that I have my shit together?
His location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Wait, but why don't I have the option to ask about the location?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie...
Wasn't she your employee, dude?
Thank you.
Not cool, man.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I actually don't consider myself to be a feminist, but I prefer to let feminists judge that for themselves, basically.
Forget
Let's
it.
see.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
I'm not gonna ask him if he killed him.
let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Oh boy. I'm gonna fail that. Holy crap.
One moment you're running, then you've suddenly turned around.
I didn't do this last time.
Why? That's true. Yes.
Oh god. Oh my. I did not do this last time. This is brand new for me.
Instead,
Oh
he has no
god.
idea what's going on. You have fucking fingers floating in the air. The barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Watch out!
Oof. Please tell me he didn't die.
Everything goes.
Okay.
So soon. Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are... If it comes off like that, it's because it is.
Alright, touche.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming up?
It doesn't look like it is, sweetie. Are you okay?
You have sustained a trauma to
Oh
your
god.
in addition,
I thought this was just, I guess, you know, sometimes failing checks has consequences. Who would have thought?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab.
Oh.
I have to charge you for 3 nights in the broken window. That's 100 square.
Okay. That's actually,
he's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
should I?
take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights.
Wow, that's actually... So I actually paid the whole thing when I had my first playthrough. Oh, man.
And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
So that's better, I guess. I just had to trade in my dignity for a lower price.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 days.
I don't know.
Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Marble Hill. That feels like a reference to something, but I don't know what it is for once.
Do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay.
Exactly.
Run out of money. You can try.
RoboCop.
Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Was that a deliberate? Like, did they do that just because it rhymes with RoboCop or not? Yeah, sure. Okay. All right, person who I just clearly shook and shake down. Can I have a key to your trash can? Honestly,
Can I help?
he's
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks.
I thought as much.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Krasmazov?
Krasmazov is totally not Karl Marx.
Keep their trash locked. The whirling and
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial.
The 11-day government. Oof.
Where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific.
I actually have an achievement for being a communist cop, which is a pretty big contradiction outside of the Soviet Union.
He killed himself.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Yes, let's return to
something
that.
you wanted. What for? Mazov?
Yes.
The case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Let's see. That was probably not the best time to talk to him about karaoke. Let's see. I do love the white check, red check thing. Although sometimes white checks can feel like they're just taunting you. Alright, gonna wrap it up here a couple minutes. First, let's open this, though.
This trash container with a well-oiled don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Just the feeling. A wound from some part.
A friend of mine decided to get a new computer. That sucks because the old one broke. I got a notification from that. Don't know if it showed up on screen or not. It's actually the friend who I've been streaming with.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Ugh.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Bleh. Oh, I just realized there's a cutscene.
You see milk. A box falls into pieces in your hands, but among the threadbare kitchen towel, as the legs of
the victim's clothes. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar mark.
Bag the trousers.
Empty.
Interesting.
He wore them with a belt too.
I love Kim. He's just so like they capture this like again long-suffering just patience.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt.
This is
Bag the shirt. Military garb. Interesting. I can't remember who's even the person who died. Or why he died.
The rest of the rags
Let's see.
a yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Burn out
Or
towel and mug,
we should
that's
go to
all.
Gert again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
Yeah.
I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash.
The fuck's he on about, kid?
See?
The lieutenant nods. Then
I love how just like the narrator it sounds less like an RPG narrator and more like a more like a standard RPG Dark Lord whose voice is absurdly deep and masculine. Anyway,
it's just organic waste. Cold. What's this?
hello.
New piece of plastic sticks out. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out four.
Officer, is that your... It is. Look.
Yeah,
It has the
I knew about that. I was looking for that specifically.
form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
For the great bloodletting to begin.
Well, lucky we found it.
Yeah.
You should take stock of what remains.
I mean, what?
just to be sure
That's
someone
rough, buddy.
else
Kim's will probably be saying that's rough, buddy, a lot.
There might have been secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction
Oh, yeah.
of the yellow man frolicking only in its social sense of
Oh, poor
contains
Kim.
sounds of muffled gong.
Was that word choice deliberate?
That's one.
Now I'm thinking of the
I think we got it all.
the John Mulaney story. And that was some racist ass bullshit, but also incredibly well coordinated. Okay. That's a pretty good place to stop. Oh yeah, see? Dang, started playing this in 2019. Episode. I just realized they're all in all caps. I can't change that. Alrighty. Main menu. Oh yeah, it also autosaves. Alright. Thank you for watching, esteemed viewers. Hopefully I'll do more of these but I don't know. Again, if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more of this, or if you have something to say, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, ring the bell if you want to be notified. All this with the algorithm, so I'd really appreciate it. Twitter, Letterboxd, and Nexus.gg links in the description down below. Share the video with share the video with anyone that you think would like it. Alright, esteemed viewers, I have been Jekyllstein Gray, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.